done the hard work over in Turin. I think that Turin will try and play on the counter-attack. As we saw this now, they've got Silenzi, who's an excellent forward, and just behind him, Francescoli will play, a very, very clever player. So I think that Arsenal will win.
OK, that's him putting his head on the block. Let's hope so. And let's check now on the teams with our commentators, Ron Atkinson, who's with Brian Moore.
Good evening to everybody from the commentary position. Let me just go through the teams for you. George Graham said yesterday that Ian Wright would play to provide a much-needed cutting edge, of course. He'll play alongside Alan Smith, and I fancy Paul Merson too, seeking those priceless goals. Kevin Campbell on the subs bench tonight. David Hillier, Paul Davis and John Jensen did so well in the midfield in Turin. It's little wonder that they and the usual back four are retained. Well, Torino have key defender Enrico Annoni back. He missed the first leg through injury. Now he's a marker, and Wright, I'm sure, will be his target for tonight. It's a surprise that the Yugoslav left-back Robert Jani has been dropped. They'll look, I think, as Trevor Francis said, to do their damage on the break. Francescoli and Silenzi will certainly need some careful watching. Terrific atmosphere here at Highbury, I must say, a full house. And the substitutes, as is usual in European games, any two from the five that are named. And a referee tonight comes from Holland, and the two officials as well. It's John Blankenstein. Ron Atkinson alongside me. Ron?
Yeah, we showed on our caption, we showed David Hillier actually on the left side of midfield. I think you'll find he'll sit just in front of the two centre-backs, and he'll have the responsibility of going out and closing down Francescoli, who'll play a little bit short of... I don't think George Graham will want his centre-backs to step out and mark Francescoli, so I think that young lad will get the job.
He had a terrific game in a difficult atmosphere in Turin. He didn't play. Wasn't happy about it. George Graham said he wasn't fit. But he's fit tonight, and Silenzi, the big number 9, standing 6'4", is certainly back in form. 15 goals this season, 2 of them just 2 days ago against Cagliari, which was the latest victory for Torino. Arsenal in yellow tonight. Up goes Alan Smith. Tonight, when Arsenal will either stride towards more European glory, or, heaven forbid, step on that footballing banana skin just as they did against Benfica a couple of seasons ago. Remember, they drew in Lisbon in that particular contest and then were really outclassed here. George Graham says that Arsenal are much more experienced now. They will not make that mistake again. But here's a free kick to Torino, and it's Annoni with it. Little chip there towards Tony Adams, meat and drink for him, that sort of thing. Playing it in again. This time Jensen battling to get it away. Wright gets a first touch. That was a nice touch as well to Smith. Smith not quite being able to reach Dixon, but Dixon went clattering there on Mussi. Mussi again, used to play for Milan. There's a lot of quality. Down goes Fusi, the captain, who played as a sweeper in the first leg, but he's gone into the midfield. And it's Fortunato. There's Fusi. That was a rather high challenge on Francescoli by Adams, the Uruguayan, and there's Fortunato going forward, but in fact starting not in the midfield as he did in Turin, but as the sweeper tonight. Well, Arsenal have conceded a free kick. I would hope they don't do that too often in and around their penalty area, because the Italians could be deadly in this sort of situation. Francescoli curling it high towards Seaman, gathers it well. A little throw out to Merson. A flick on by him. Winterburn ahead of him. And plenty of space up there too. Wright is in there too. Jensen's coming in as well, but Merson with the shot, getting overexcited. Jensen had made a terrific breakthrough to the edge of the box. Bright opening, Ron.
Yes, but a good clearance by Annoni, and I think you find straight away, you're right, he's going to be the shadow, isn't he? They're going to play with a sweeper, as you say, Fortunato, deep at the back. He'll have quality on the ball, but they're going to play with 3 markers across the back. Annoni is going to be sort of side by side with Ian Wright. Then Gregucci will look after, in all fairness, will probably look after Alan Smith. And the other one is Sandro Cois, who will look after Merson.
Arsenal looking in these early moments really to impose themselves on this game. They're taking the fight. Well, they need to. They're the home side. To the Italians. Here's Steve Bold. Tony Adams. Jensen. The only British side left in European competition this season. there by David Hillier. This is Curris with the throw. There's another of these players that have to watch strides through from the midfield. And certainly Francescoli is subject to some pretty harsh tackling in these opening 3 or 4 minutes. Another free kick. Fortunato will take it. Came so close to scoring the only goal of the game in Turin. It finished 0-0, remember. Francescoli gets in there. Misunderstanding, these 2 Italians went for that one. Winterberg with a chance to look down the line and find Merson. A lot of pace about this game early on. This is Silenzi. Needs to be watched. The ball knocked back to Seaman. Fortunato. Mussi gets up. Challenged by Jensen. Dixon.
Dixon and Winterburn are going to be very important as an attacking player for Arsenal. There's no real width in the side. Merson and Wright are going to sort of drive and channel a little wedge towards Smith. It's very important. They haven't got a natural wide midfield player. I think it's very important that both Dixon and Winterburn get up high up the park and produce balls into the box from there.
2 good little touches there by Hillier. Here's one by Jensen. Here's Smith. Merson. Hoyce. Forward to Silenzi. They must be so wary, Arsenal, on the break. You just got the slightest glimpse there of how quickly they come out of defence, Torino. Jensen, caught there by Mussi. A free kick to Arsenal.
I certainly think George Graham will be looking in the early part of the game to try and get the Arsenal way going.